I love Ivory I. And I did a bunch of demos for Synthogy, for Joe and the company. And so I just had a great time with the program. But for this, I asked Joe to please send me Ivory II, who saw it at NAMM, fell in love with it. And I said, man, please, I have this Michael Jackson tribute that I'm doing, One Last Goodbye. I'm gonna put it out on iTunes. The German one, and we went through the settings and the soundboards and the pedal noises and just everything to make it feel real and live. And you take it through some really nice outboard and that kind of thing to beef it up. But even if you don't have it, just on its own, it sounds amazing and sits in the track well and feels great. So yeah, it was the German one. It's the one we used. As a matter of fact, I had it for Michael Jackson's concert for This Is It. I had access to anything that I wanted with Michael, but my approach to pretty much everything and the way MJ approached it was just less is more. So I didn't want a lot of keyboards on the stage. I actually really only had 3. And so I wasn't running a lot of software, either virtual stuff. Some of the things were that I really just can't do without. But to have a real piano sound, so I actually had Ivory on tour with me, with Michael Jackson, and there's so many different kind of pianos, and so we were able to dial in Ivory with Rhodes and all kind of things that you can make to make those great pianos. I remember on Stranger in Moscow, we had some things going on there. So I use Ivory live, yeah. The thing about when you capture emotion or just a feel in an instant, I was lucky that I had my program running, my sequencer, and I composed One Last Goodbye, and you can only do certain things once. I could play it again, obviously, but to have the same emotion and the feel. And so I was able to take what I did on Ivory I and then just transfer the same performance through MIDI for Ivory II, adjust some settings and get it to how I would feel comfortable playing a piano. And it just performed like I was sitting at an actual piano, so much so that when I brought it in, my engineer said, well, where'd you guys get to record the piano? He just thought it was amazing. He thought it was a real piano. Ivory II, it sounds amazing. And that's what I use for this tribute song. To me, we can't, even if you have a piano, a live piano at home, unless you have an on-call engineer and some amazing microphones and amazing signal path of outboard gear that it can go through, it's just hard to get a great piano sound, especially when you're in a moment of something and you want to have it recorded. So to have something like Ivory II is just invaluable to musicians, especially creative musicians who create prolifically like that, just really quickly. So go download One Last Goodbye on iTunes and you will hear Ivory II in action. That is what I recorded that song with, Ivory II.
I don't know where to begin. I lost my heart, ooh, my friend. In my darkness, you were there. You helped me through my fears. I remember the good times. You loved to laugh, one of a kind. I just wish I had the chance for one last goodbye. You were filled with so much love, an angel from above, and you gave so selflessly to all humanity. You hoped the world would love each other. You were my hero, my brother, and I wish I had the chance for one last goodbye. Oh, life is so unsure. unpredictable. I still feel you here. You live forever, never replaced. Oh, I just wish I had the chance for one last goodbye. Here's to you. You'd always be the best. I just wish I had the chance